Okay, you're welcome. This is the trade recap from last week, and this is the trade I told that gave me 4.8. You can see it there. The return was 4.83, as you can see in this place. Okay, so I want to explain why the reason behind the trade, why I took the trade. Okay, so as we all know, first of all, we have to mark out our market structure. Okay, so from my left, I see that price has taken out inducement already. Sorry, that's not proper. This is the actual inducement that price took from that ending there. So when price took the inducement, there was a break of structure here. Okay, so I was making some mistake here. It's supposed to be break of structure. That's 4-hour break of structure after inducement had been taken. So after the break of structure, then what I'm expecting next is what? Inducement. This is 4-hour inducement. Price took it. Then I was expecting price to continue to sell, looking for sell opportunities, but I didn't see any sell opportunity. Then I was waiting for price to do something at this extreme there. So what did price do? You can see price made an internal inducement. That's an internal liquidity, this type of structure after taking out inducement, and then price went up, took out this internal liquidity, and also took out the extreme or external liquidity. So when that happened, I also see another confluence again. This gave me what? Single candle order block. This full candle here. This full candle here is single. Sorry. Okay. So this candle here, this complete candle here, that is this full candle. Let me zoom it in. This one, this single candle here is what we call single candle order block. Why is it valid? It was valid because this first candle and then the third candle, they have their body below this candlestick. Okay, this is what I'm talking. Let me zoom in very well so that you can see it. You see this first candlestick and then the third candlestick, this single candle order block, the following candlestick close below it. Can you see with body closure? This is a valid single candle order block. Okay, so because the next candle that follows it close below that candlestick. Okay, so when I saw that, I was looking for an entry, but I said, okay, let me go to the lower time frame, and then I use the lower time frame structure to enter. So for you to understand it very well, let me show you some diagram first. This is, as I've said it, this type of structure is called internal and external liquidity. When price sweep the internal liquidity and external liquidity, price took inducement, give this type of structure, break of structure. Okay, then price took the other inducement, gave internal liquidity. Price took that liquidity with candle sweep and also took the extreme liquidity with candle sweep. After doing that, it now gave us what we call morning star candlestick pattern. I hope you should know morning star candlestick pattern. That is, the center candle will serve as a single candle order block because the next candle will close below it. That's when we are selling now. Then if we are buying, it will close above it, so and so forth for morning star candlestick. For you to understand this is another picture evidence I'm talking about. Price took the inducement, gave internal structure. Then when price was coming back, price gave, this is what we call morning star as you are selling. If it is evening star, that is when price is buying. But now that price is selling, this is morning star candlestick pattern. So the center candlestick, can you see it? The wick swept the high of the internal liquidity. After the wick swept that is a candlestick. The wick also swept the extreme or external point of interest, which is the high point there. I hope you are getting it. So with that said, then after all being said and done, I saw this morning star candlestick, and then candlestick pattern. I saw this morning star candlestick pattern. I was very confident in the trade, and then I took it. Then for me to have more risk to reward ratio and also more confidence, I entered using this shadow. What can add more confidence for me to enter using that single candle order block shadow? This is what I explained here. Okay, so we have already understood this structure already. Okay, so when price took out the internal liquidity and external liquidity and gave us morning star candlestick pattern, I use this single candle order block shadow or wick as entry instead of to use this full complete single candle order block. Okay, since the wick has not been tapped already, as in this wick did not mitigate it, this one, as in if this one entered that week already, I wouldn't take it. But since nothing as such happened, this week is also very available. What I did that gave me more confidence was I went to the lower time frame. This is, we are using 4-hour time frame right now, so the corresponding lower time frame is what? 15 minutes. That's what I use. I went down to the 15 minutes candles, 15 minutes price action, the candlestick pattern, and then I went there. I saw this type of structure where price was making bullish movement, then give this type of moment, change your character, price can go back and then continue to do what? Continue to sell with respect to the higher time frame structure, because higher time frame structure is selling. Okay, so I hope it is understandable, very clean to understand. So going back to the main structure, so when this happened, you can see that the wick that swept the internal structure is also the wick that swept the external structure. This is the external structure point of interest, that's high point. Then price gave us internal structure liquidity, price swept it, that the same wick was what swept the external. So that gave me more confidence. I went on to the lower time frame. Let me now go to the 15 minutes time frame. So coming to the 15 minutes time frame, you can see what price did here. Price just gave us change of character. After that change of character, everything here is valid. Every other block here, they are what? They are valid. So I usually take the extreme order block. So what I would have done is to wait for price to come and mitigate this other block. I hope you are getting it. So price actually came, mitigated the other block. So if I'm to use the lower time frame entry, I'm still going to set my stop loss at the extreme, because if I have set my stop loss at this point here, you can see that this week just came and swept some people out. But if your stop loss is at the extreme of the higher time frame point, you can see that you'll still be in the trade and you'd have made profit. So this trade gave me more confidence, and because this is change of character that's already happened here in the lower time frame, change of character, you can see this is inducement point. Every other thing here, this is other block. So waiting for price came, tap on this other block and then continue to go down. But since I saw this in the lower time frame that yes, this trade can be valid, I did not use the lower time frame as my point of entry. Okay, what I just did was to use the higher time frame. So you see the higher time frame, the shadow, I just enter using the shadow. You can see this was where I set my entry. Why did I set my entry there? This was the last shadow point that swept the extreme point of interest. Okay, this is the extreme point. We already know that already. External point. So the wick that swept the external and internal point, that was what I used as my entry point. And then the price came, entered this trade, and it was a beautiful trade. You can see it. So I should have extended my my sell trade point to this extreme, to give me like maybe 10 arrow. Price may do that and price may not also do that, but not to be greedy, I have to put my entry, I have to put my take profit at this point. Why did I do that? You see, because price will not always give you a jolly ride. Okay, so when I saw that, okay, after price gave us this single candle order block, price also came down, took out this low point before price went up and give us our entry and take profit. So there's probability that this point can serve as another point of interest for price to reverse and continue to do what? To go upward. So not to be greedy, I just have to put my take profit there, and this trade was a beautiful trade. I hope you understand it very well. This pattern of trading is very easy. All you have to do is just to identify your correct market structure, and then where price is currently at, it can help you to make your trade decision there accordingly. All right, thank you.